Yeah, dude, it just sucks. It sucks that NA has to go through play-ins for MSI this year just because whoever went last year sucks so bad. Oh, sh. Hello everyone and welcome to the Liquid Update presented by Alienware. I'm Ovilee May, and if you're like most NA fans, you have no idea what's going on in MSI right now because you're asleep at 3 in the morning. But not to worry, because I am here to bring you all news and all updates surrounding our NA boys throughout their run at MSI. And what better way to start off the show than by speaking with the man who made it all possible. Let's talk with Liquid Steve. Steve, hey, hello, how are you?
It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Take a seat. Yeah, how are you doing?
I am doing well. I'm ready to get on a plane and go see the team.
So Steve, I'm very excited to be doing this show, especially with Team Liquid and the One Up production crew.
Yes, I love those guys.
Plug. So to just kind of rewind a little bit, last year you guys were the representatives for NA at MSI, and it didn't go too well. So, I mean, why do you think it'll be different?
One of the major reasons is that we had weaknesses going into MSI, right? And then they became apparent when we didn't perform as well. And we took a back-to-back winning North American Championship team and changed 2 players on that roster. And we did that to fare at international competitions. So that's one. Secondly, I've been watching the team play and prep for MSI, and they're playing well. So that's getting me really excited. So yeah, I'm ready.
Now, before they get to G2, SKT, IG, they have to go through play-ins this year, just kind of because of NA's performance over the last 2 years compiled. Have you been watching play-ins at all?
Not all of them. I think I started watching a few of them, and then after I saw some of the macro, I was like, you know, I don't need to see the rest of this game. But, you know, congrats to the native region on getting through. I think that's really exciting, right? Unfortunately, they're gonna see them, you know, lose against us, but you know, it'll be a lot of fun, and of course it's for Liquid, but I think this one is more for NA. That's the way I feel.
I love that attitude looking towards it, and I don't mean to kind of bring it a little bit down, be a little bit of a Debbie Downer here, but there is a chance that Team Liquid may not even make it to groups this year with PVB, and then potentially if they lose that match, they'll be playing the loser of the LMS series in Group B. Have you ever considered that, or does that thought come to mind?
I think the one thing that Phong-Vu Buffalo has on us is the home crowd, the energy, and that's just like a factor you can't really control, right? Like, what happens if one or multiple players get into this zone because of that like halo effect, right? But if the guys play like they're practicing, I see it as no issue. We should be concerning ourselves with the stages after play-ins.
All right, well, let's go Liquid. Final question that I had for you. Is it true that this entire show was funded purely from Reginald?
You know, we had to figure out something to do with all this money, so.
Ooh, does that mean that you're paying for lunch?
Yeah, sure, of course, why not? There you go.
Sick Cheesecake Factory. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're gonna have more of the Liquid Update.
Yeah, let's.
I love cheesecake, man.
Yeah,
I just love cheesecake. Hi everyone and welcome back. Well, you know, so coming into MSI this year, a lot of people were kind of confused as to why NA and Team Liquid had to go through the play-in stage. So the long story short for that is, group and play-in seeding for MSI is dependent on a region's performance over the last 2 years kind of combined and put together. And well, we all remember what happened last year at MSI.
Team Liquid's base is in tatters. Team Liquid's team are falling like flies.
And the war zone is gonna go the favor of Evos. They're gonna get the win.
Caps gets the damage on to Doublelift, 3 dead. for Team Liquid. No damage at all, and Flash Wolves are looking for the win here. Flash Wolves going deep to the Team Liquid base.
Ooh, bad times. But essentially, that was the reason why NA has to go through play-ins this year. But let's talk about how they make it into groups to join the likes of SKT, IG, and you know, that one European team. So in order to make it into groups, Team Liquid has to win one best of 5 in play-ins. Now they're gonna get 2 chances to do it, but let's hope that it doesn't come to that. Their best of 5 opponent is going to be Vietnam's representative, Phong-Vu Buffalo. Now, if the name seems familiar to you, it's because the last time you may have seen them was in last year's Worlds group. They didn't make it out of the group, but they did take a game off of LMS's Flash Wolves and EU's G2. So let's hope Team Liquid wins there. But if they don't, they will have one more chance to qualify in a best of 5 against the Group B loser. But let's not think about that, because right now we have a special treat for you. Coming to us all the way live from Vietnam, we have both Jensen and Xmithie standing by for an interview. Guys, how are you? Cool. Well, you guys have been in Korea for the last few weeks boot camping, so how did that go?
I think boot camping in Korea is pretty good, especially when a tournament's going to be in Asia. So it adjusts us to the time zone pretty early. We learn a lot, and we also play pretty well against the teams that we played against.
So guys, last year Team Liquid was placed straight into groups, but this year you guys have to go through play-ins. Now, Jensen, you're used to going through play-ins, so what did you think about starting near the bottom for MSI this year?
Usually it's been pretty helpful, because if you're like making a lot of mistakes or like you don't really know how strong you are as a team, then going through play-ins will kind of like give you a better idea of how you play as a team.
So guys, your first match of MSI is going to be against Vietnam's own Phong-Vu Buffalo. Now, the last time that we saw them was in World's group stage of last year, but what do you think about your first MSI opponent?
They seem like a pretty decent team. I don't know, I mean, they make a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, I think their players look pretty decent individually, but I mean, they just make a lot of mistakes at the same time, I think.
Well, seeing we're playing against like the home team, it's gonna be like normal, I guess, because in LCS, usually people chant TSM when we play against TSM. So we're usually like the underdog, and even though that Phong-Vu Buffalo played in the play-ins, I think they're gonna be the favorite since, like, you know, we're in Vietnam.
Yeah, I think we'll be playing in a library though, but we'll see.
Wait, Jensen, a library? What does that mean? All right then, well, Jensen, Xmithie, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to talk to us, and there's nothing left to do but to wait for Team Liquid to take the stage against Phong-Vu Buffalo Monday, May 6th at 1 a.m. Pacific time. Everyone, thanks for watching. This was the Liquid Update, and I'm Ovilee May. Did you guys see the teaser for this? Because that was sick. So check it out there, and if you enjoyed that and this video, subscribe to the channel.